Welcome back to Truest Crime. Guys, this one is hot off the presses. Today we're diving into a gripping and contentious topic, the recent assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. Amidst the chaos and speculation, one question stands out. Could this have been a staged event to boost political clout? Let's unravel the details. But before we do, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Alright, let's unpack this. On July 13, 2024, a typical Sunday afternoon in Butler, Pennsylvania, turned into a scene of terror. As Donald Trump addressed a crowd of supporters, the air was pierced by the unmistakable sound of gunfire. Panic erupted as Trump was swiftly taken to safety by the Secret Service. His ear bloodied, but his spirit seemingly unshaken. The shooter, 20-year-old Matthew Thomas Crooks, was neutralized on the spot, leaving behind a scene of confusion and fear. How did the shooter manage to get so close to the stage without being noticed sooner? Thomas Matthew Crooks, a resident of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, had no known affiliations with extremist groups. He was a high-achieving student, awarded by the National Math and Science Initiative, and a registered Republican who had once donated to a Democratic PAC at age 17. His family and neighbors were stunned, describing him as a quiet young man with no criminal history. The FBI's ongoing investigation has yet to uncover a clear motive, leading to rampant speculation. I think the one question that everybody is asking is, how did Crooks manage to smuggle a weapon into a highly secured rally? Trump's events are notorious for their rigorous security, making this breach particularly alarming. Did Crooks have inside assistance, or is this a glaring security oversight? These unanswered questions add fuel to the fire of conspiracy theories, suggesting that this might have been staged. I think the biggest question that remains a mystery is, how does a gunman in plain view of spectators manage to open fire on a former president at a campaign rally protected by federal and local law enforcement? This is the frightening and unanswered question facing the country and security officials. Secret Service personnel shot and killed Thomas Matthew Crooks immediately after he opened fire. The assassination attempt appeared to be the result of a grave security lapse, perhaps the biggest since President Ronald Reagan was shot and wounded in 1981. Despite heavy protection by federal and local law enforcement, a gunman managed to open fire, resulting in injuries and a tragic death. This incident has raised serious concerns about the effectiveness of current security measures at high-profile public events. Let's break down what happened and where things went wrong. During the rally, Trump was grazed by a bullet on his right ear, causing him to leave the stage with a bloodied head. The gunman, Thomas Matthew Crooks from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, was shot and killed by Secret Service agents immediately after he opened fire. Sadly, there was one fatality and two other bystanders were injured, though it's unclear how they sustained these injuries. The shooter fired from a rooftop outside the venue's security perimeter, highlighting a major lapse in security. Experts in security and law enforcement have identified several critical failures that allowed this incident to occur. Pre-event scouting and real-time monitoring failures. Stephen Nottingham, a former SWAT commander, emphasized the importance of pre-event scouting and monitoring potential threat areas. He noted that the security team should have secured the rooftops and other elevated positions ahead of time. The fact that the shooter managed to occupy such a position suggests significant oversights in planning and execution. Failure to secure elevated positions. Jim Kavanaugh, a retired special agent with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, was surprised that the shooter could occupy an elevated position within rifle range. He pointed out that during his tenure with the Secret Service, securing high ground was a standard procedure to prevent such attacks. The failure to control these vantage points was a critical lapse. Inadequate response to spectator warnings. Several spectators at the rally noticed the gunman with the rifle bear crawling on a nearby roof. Alarmed by this suspicious activity, they attempted to alert law enforcement on the ground. Despite their efforts, there appeared to be significant delay, or even a failure in responding to these warnings. This delay has raised serious concerns about the breakdown in real-time threat detection and response. Adding to the gravity of the situation, a video has been circulating on social media showing spectators recording the shooter as he positioned himself on the rooftop. The footage captures the anxious crowd trying to get the attention of security personnel, highlighting the critical moments when immediate action could have potentially mitigated the threat. This video underscores the urgent need for more effective communication and rapid response protocols during such high-stakes events. Pennsylvania State Police Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens defended the Secret Service, acknowledging the inherent challenges in securing open venues against determined attackers. He stressed that while the Secret Service and law enforcement agencies strive to mitigate every possible threat, complete security is often an unattainable goal, especially in dynamic and open environments. The FBI is leading the investigation, deploying crisis response team members and evidence response technicians. They're conducting a thorough review to identify failures and areas for improvement. This investigation will hopefully provide a clearer picture of what went wrong and how similar incidents can be prevented in the future. The July 13th incident serves as a stark reminder of the complexities involved in securing high-profile events. Key recommendations from security experts include enhanced pre-event scouting. A thorough and detailed scouting of the venue and surrounding area should be conducted well in advance, identifying and securing potential vantage points that could be exploited by attackers. Improved real-time monitoring. Implementing advanced surveillance technologies and deploying more personnel to monitor real-time threats can help in early detection and neutralization of potential dangers. Vigilant public communication. Encouraging and training the public to report suspicious activities effectively and ensuring law enforcement agencies are responsive to these reports can enhance overall security. Interagency coordination. Strengthening coordination between federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies to ensure a cohesive and comprehensive security plan for high-profile events. Trump's response was swift and calculated. With the bandaged ear, he took to social media to recount his experience, lauding the bravery of his security detail and emphasizing his resolve. His words were designed to evoke sympathy and reinforce his image as a resilient leader facing adversity head-on. Was Trump's quick response purely a show of resilience, or did it also serve a strategic purpose for his campaign? The shooting incident has undeniably influenced Trump's 2024 presidential campaign. To his supporters, Trump emerged as a hero, a leader willing to face danger for his beliefs. Yet critics question the security lapses and the timing, fueling theories of a staged event aimed at regaining political momentum. Could the timing and nature of this incident truly sway voter sentiment and election outcomes? To better understand the implications of the attempt on Trump's life, it's helpful to look back at other presidential assassination attempts. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth at Ford's Theater in 1865. James Garfield was shot by Charles Guiteau at a Washington, D.C. train station in 1881. William McKinney was assassinated by anarchist Leon Czolgosz in Buffalo, New York, 1901. John F. Kennedy was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald in Dallas, Texas, 1963. And Ronald Reagan survived an assassination attempt by John Hinckley Jr. outside a Washington, D.C. hotel, 1981. How do the circumstances of Trump's assassination attempt compare with these historical events? The suggestion that the Trump rally shooting might have been staged taps into the deep mistrust and polarization in contemporary American politics. While concrete evidence is lacking, the mere possibility highlights the extreme measures individuals or entities might take to sway public opinion. As the investigation continues, more details about the Trump rally shooting will come to light, whether it reveals a lone act of madness or more complex conspiracy. The incident has already left its mark on the 2024 election. For Trump, the challenge lies in navigating the aftermath with dignity, balancing the narrative of victimhood with the image of a resilient leader. This incident has also had an impact on Trump media shares. This one event has not only caused a dramatic shift in the company's stock, but also potentially altered the course of Trump's political trajectory and investor confidence in his enterprises. After the attempted assassination, the company's shares surged a whopping 50% in pre-market trading Monday morning. Quite a jump, right? So what's behind the spike? Well, many analysts think that the incident might actually boost Trump's chances in the upcoming November election, which has got the markets reacting very bullish. Rob Casey from Signum Global Advisors mentioned on CNBC that these events might strengthen Trump's position, influencing investor confidence. But it's not all smooth sailing. Trump Media, which owns the social platform Truth Social, has had a roller coaster of a year. Remember, the stock took a nosedive, almost 50% after Trump's felony conviction. Plus, the company's recent financial struggles aren't looking great. They reported a net loss of $327.6 million in Q1 and are struggling to grow their user base on Truth Social. CEO Devin Nunes has called for a thorough federal investigation into the attack and emphasized the need for enhanced security measures for Trump. The shooting at Donald Trump's rally raises many questions. Was it a desperate act of a troubled individual, a calculated political maneuver, or something in between? As the dust settles and the investigation unfolds, the truth will emerge. Meanwhile, the victims' stories, Trump's reaction, and the political ramifications continue to reverberate, reminding us of the fragile line between order and chaos in politics. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned to Truest Crime as we continue to follow this story and explore the deeper implications of this dramatic event. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the most compelling crime stories of our time. See you next time.